Hey up guys, welcome back to another video on F1 2021. We're going on to my team today. We're heading Paul Ricard in France. Just finished the practice sessions, ready for quali and the race, which you guys will see. If you did miss the last video, go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. We had the best finish yet, and we could have got better if it wasn't for the tyres dropping off a bit too quick, but never mind. We'll push on, see what we can do, see if we can go one better. As you can see, we've done 13 out of the 15 targets as such in practice. Weather for the race and quality is saying it's rain, but it's not showing any at the moment. And then the race is clear when we come on to that. Setup feels quite fine. We're doing quite well in the standings compared to other drivers that are around us, but obviously they could be sandbagging, we never know. So what we're going to do is we will go into quali and yeah, see if we can get out Q1. So some decent resource points there. Just short of 3,000. Development boosts are applied. Level 17 McLean. Callum Island, nearly level 7 as well. Which is nice. What time do we put in? 31.7. So we are 2/10 quicker than a teammate. 3/10 quicker than a rival. So we're 2/10 quicker than Islet. 3/10 quicker than Mazepin. 3/10 off Q2. I'll stick another set of softs on. Accelerate time a little bit. And then we'll go out pretty much last. Right, see what we can put in. Three tenths up. Going a bit overcast now.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this
4.5
session.
tenths. Does he do anything for us? Do we get that Q1? Do we get our Q1? We move up to tier 10. Are we out to Q1? Oh. 200ths of a second. Oh, wow. Hey, never mind. 17th, though. Schumacher didn't set a time. We're ahead of Mazepin. We're ahead of a teammate, so I'll take that.
Here we are again then at Le Castellet for another round of this year's Formula One World Championship. Renault took their first French Grand Prix win all the way back in the inaugural race in 1906, but it was another 73 years before they could take their second. I'm sure Alpine will be pushing hard to delight the local fans here today. The circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6 mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's have a chat about Fernando Alonso. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda, Ocon, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen and Stroll, Giovinazzi, the Golden Boy, Callum Ilott and Nicholas Latifi, Mazepin, Fernando Alonso, Mick Schumacher and George Russell ends our grid lineup. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So what's the strategy? Medium hard is about 8 seconds quicker. If that's the case then, that's the case. And we will drop the fuel. And I think we're ready. See what we can do.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Right, see if we can get it done with force feedback this time. Whoa. Who's in the back end round there? We taking damage? We've lost the place to Islet, but not the end of the world.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
Alonso's already passed me.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
See if you can drag me along to my teammate. This is it. Leave him space. Take the inside line. We passed him there at least. I've got a feeling he's got a good run out of here though. Catching, he's gaining. Rolled him off. Ah, it's pitting as well,
Callum is
same
in the
lap.
pits. Callum in the pits.
You have to wait, mate.
Exit. Exit now.
2.5, nice. I was 5.5 behind
Look
Alonso.
after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Green flag.
Lost about half a second, maybe. Stroll's out of the race. It's a bit of a boring second half to the race. So Perez wins the Grand Prix then.
Our gap to the car in front is 17.1 seconds.
My god, these tyres feel horrendous. We'll come on
All right, race
P16
over.
again,
Take care of the car on the way in.
which is nice, good consistency. Beating both the Haas and the Williams
A great
and my
race
teammates.
then, and a fantastic victory here at Paul Ricard. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Fernando Alonso, wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Didn't quite get ahead of the Haas. We'll get him though. We'll get him.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
And I'm thrilled with their support during the race. This was for the fans. I always put on a good show. I couldn't do this without a great team behind me. I'm going to have to play the team card, aren't I?
How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive?
So long as the car doesn't wear out too fast, I think we'll do okay. The team's really gelling. I think it's going to be a great season. The car is great, but I do think we need to develop the chassis to stay competitive. With a bit of development to the power unit, I think we'll get there. Again, team.
Great.
It's going to have to be.
That's everything.
Evens on the rivalry now. Ooh, just short of level 8 on the acclaim. But I've got up to level 4, and Callum's got up to level 7, which is nice. We got the sponsorship bonus as well for answering a couple of questions. Also, what's this on? Powertrain department. This department has requested your attendance at today's meeting to help resolve an issue.
We've got an issue we'd like your input on.
The team have requested Isla's presence at a recurring meeting, but it conflicts with a couple of other items on their calendar. We know there are a lot of demands on their time, but it's vital that we have their input to aid our design. We should consider freeing up their schedule a little. So, either... No, that would benefit both of us. So, the powertrain morale is up. But that would... I mean, this benefits us both, so...
I appreciate you taking the time to help out.
It's a bit of a no-brainer, really. So, looking at the chart, we are better than Williams and the Haas. But we are some way off Alpha. And Aston Martin. Okay, so we are some way off the Alpha, so... I think we'll aim high. And still aim to beat the Alphas in race trim. But... being reasonable, I think... just beating the Williams and the Haas is what we're looking at. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't already. I'll leave links for my Twitter and Twitch in the description below. Do remember to comment if you'd want to see any changes in the team sponsorships and all that kind of good stuff. But for now, guys, cheers.